Good morning, everybody. My name is Chad Sherrill, PVF Maple LLC. We sell H2O Innovations maple equipment. Many of you know, see my videos, follow me, whatever. We're friends, you know who I am. Been to my place, whatever. We've been sugaring for a while, so many of you know who we are. So we're missing open house this weekend. It's a shame. I always enjoy going up north and then meeting sugar makers from around the country. You know, you meet guys from Canada and Wisconsin, Michigan, you know, all the Northeast states. It's always fun to talk to everybody and see how they did and what the goals are, what the plans are, what went right, what went wrong. So real quick, I'll just tell you how our season is going, because we're actually still producing syrup right now. The latest we've ever been is the 25th. So if we can make it past the 25th, we'll bust that record open, and then 7.2 pounds is our high number. I don't know if we'll get there, but we'll be close. We'll probably finish out more like 7 pounds. But it's hard to say what's going to happen the next couple days with this hard freeze we just got and all the snow and everything. So just telling you how my season went, and as far as goals and plans, expansions, or anything for next year, we're kind of in a hold pattern. We're going to change out some tanks, not adding any taps, going to rebuild a bunch. Pretty standard stuff, maybe make a couple modifications to our RO just to increase a little bit of production. But other than that, we're kind of in a holding pattern, as probably many of you are going to be. That being said, however, remember that us as sugar makers, you know, we're producing a food. Yeah, I suppose it's not, you know, as essential as maybe bread, but still we're making a sugar. And as many of you know, maple syrup used as a cooking sugar is great. And as things progress here with this COVID stuff, who knows what's going to be needed, or what people, you know, say is essential to them. You know, I have 3 little kids at home. They love maple syrup, obviously, in the morning. And with all the children home, you know, mom and dad are probably cooking pancakes and waffles more so in the morning and using more maple syrup. So, you know, it's hard to say really what the market's going to bear in the next year, or maybe even 2. Who knows? So, you know, we want to continue making good products, right? So, you know, I want you to plan for next year. You know, what kind of modifications you need to make, or changes you need to make, upgrades you need to make. Because that's one thing with this COVID, is we can still make syrup. We can still work in the woods. There's no more social distance than that, right? So we can be out there trimming brush and, you know, changing lines out, moving things around, getting the work done to make that food. So, you know, we do have a big sale this year. H2O Innovation has a big sale. So, you know, we're located in Shrewsbury, Vermont, so southern Vermont, maybe even like central southern Vermont-ish. So you can give us a call on that. There's a 25% off deal this year, pretty much across the board. I'm going to kind of give you a list here in a second. It's 20-year anniversary for H2O that they've been making maple equipment. And as many of you know, H2O is a water company. They do, you know, big municipality ROs and stuff, so they definitely have the RO game figured out. But we have some great products out there right now. Many of you know that I had a 5/16 tubing last year, semi-rigid blue, that I was selling for $38 a roll. It is possible that I will continue with that this year as well. I need a little bit more feedback from you guys and some more interest. I need some more guys to want some pallets of it, because that's the bottom line, is that's how we get the pricing, is by taking quantities. I will definitely have some tubing available this year. Whether or not I'm going to be able to continue with the $38 price has yet to be seen. As many of you know, some other companies have lowered their prices to meet the price that I had last summer, and I think it's great. I think it's great that we're all able to be competitive like that. You know, it's an ever-changing market, ever-changing world all the time, and to me, tubing is an essential tool for us sugar makers. We need that tool. So, you know, it's always good when we can upgrade that tubing. It's always good for your production. You know what I mean? New tubing it's nothing like the first year with new tubing. And definitely the first 3 to 5 years is always good with the new tubing. So it's good. I hope that we can continue to put out a lot of new tubing and keep growing. So our new catalog, got the new catalog. Some of you probably have it. Obviously without open house, it's hard to hand out hundreds or thousands of them. If you want one, you can give me a call. 802-492-3364 is a landline. Cell phone, 802-236-8105. Send me a text, give me a call. Email, CherylMaple@gmail. We can mail one out to you, and it's also available online, of course, so you can always do that. Because, with the catalog, you can circle, just like when you're a little kid, you go through and say, oh, I need this and I need that, and my birthday's coming, my wife should buy me this, and it's got Christmas next year, I think I need a new releaser. So we got, like I said, pretty much 25% across the board on stuff. The only thing that's not 25% is the next gen line evaporators and maple equipment. That's a 10% off on this special sale, which usually it's only 5%, so that's still good. And then barrels. Barrels usually have nothing as far as a discount. There's just not much leeway there. But this year they're able to do a 10% on barrels, stainless barrels. So we got manufactured products. That's anything that's basically stainless. Tanks, evaporators, ROs, custom RO built or whatever. Anything that's kind of custom, made. 25% off on all that stuff that has to be made. Chemicals, 25% off. Tubing, 25% off. That's major. PVC, 25% off. Fittings, 5/16ths, all the fittings stuff. Everything you need in the woods, 25%. Membrane pricing, I think we're still going to be able to offer a pretty good deal on that. It's not necessarily 25% off on the membranes. So I'm not sure what exactly I'm going to be able to do for you there, but I think we're still going to be able to be in like the $650 range on that. Mainline, 25% off. In the past, there's never been a discount on mainline. So with the tubing, you need something to put the tubing into, right? You need some new mainline. So that's a big deal. 25% off is a big deal. Vacuum sensors and the other sensing equipment that goes along with SmartTrex, the tank sensors, switching sensors that you can turn pumps on and off with, 25% off. And of course, there's still the quantity discounts that are available as well. So that being said, there's some big discounts here to be had. If you are thinking about new equipment for next year, definitely give us a call, because those are some big numbers, and it is going to be for the next month, basically, from this weekend starting until basically the end of May. I'm sure if you're a little bit late, we can still squeak you in there at the end of May, but we want to get those orders in and get them placed so that they can start building the parts for you. So definitely make a plan on that, and I tell all my clients over and over again, try to make a list of your most common used items. Your consumables, your soaps, your acids, your filters. Get that list to me, and we can save you a substantial amount of money to pre-order and get that stuff for next year. It's hundreds. It can be hundreds you can save on what you need. It's always just a good practice to be ahead of the game too, as you've seen now with this COVID stuff. Midway through the season, into the end of the season here, there's been a shortage of many things, and it's harder to get things. So always being prepared and planned a little bit better is important. We're still making releasers here at PVF Maple for guys. Vertical releasers, you can see right here on the side. This is a 4-footer blank tube ready to be built for you. We're going to be continuing to build them custom for your specs. Tapped however you want, and we got some different pump variations we can do. We've been working with guys, that have been burying lines and building new electric releasing systems. So we have a little bit of knowledge with that for sure. What else? I guess, we need to just be safe out there and think ahead, think forward, and think sugaring, because that's something we can definitely work on, like I said. And let's do the best we can. I believe there's something going to happen in the fall. I saw from Vermont Sugar Makers Association on their email that they're planning a fall celebration of some sort, or they want to. I believe it's in late October they're going to do it. There'll be more information on that. So, maybe there'll be a fall open house, or, where, at least a get together wherever other sugar makers, we can all get together and talk about things or plans or whatever. I'm not sure what exactly is going to happen, but there could be something. So always, like I said, you want to think forward and think ahead. Don't get stuck in the times now. So with the open house, we're looking for like a 5% down anyways on the equipment, which is really no big deal, right? And then so you order it, and then you can kind of pick the date when you want it delivered. If you want to have it delivered in October, that's no big deal. You want to have it as soon as possible, we'll do the best we can to get it made and get it shipped down here as fast as we can. I guess that's about it. If you guys have any questions or whatever, I give you my numbers and you got my information. Have a good one, and stay safe.